Looks like Fulton County DA Madam Fani Willis has suffered yet another blow. What am I talking about? Well, we will get into it in just a moment.
Lawmakers, politicians, lawmakers, politicians, because they can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to one and to all. Trusting all are safe and well. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it to and through another day. Well, today has been a day of reckoning, if you will, and a day that many predicted would come. What am I talking about? Well, the Georgia Supreme Court today, Tuesday, September September the 16th. I cannot believe we are halfway through this month. September the 16th, 2025, declined to hear Fani Willis. In other words, shut it up. Shut it up, Fani. They declined to hear DA Fani Willis's appeal to return to the Donald Trump election interference case. Again, in short, the Georgia Supreme Court declined to hear an appeal from Fani Willis after removing her from prosecuting President Donald Trump again in the election interference case. Now, back in December of 2024, most of you who have been following this for a while, Ashley Merchant disclosed there was a romantic relationship by the special prosecutor appointed by Fani Willis. And Fani Willis performed in Fani Willis fashion. However, after all of the testimony was given and all of the verbal motions, trials, questions, Fani Willis was dealt the blow that she didn't expect. No, she didn't expect it. She even went on to say that she didn't agree, but she trusts the legal process. Well, ma'am, if you trusted the legal process, you should have known about ethics. And one question about a romantic relationship, and quite frankly, nobody is concerned about what you do behind closed doors. It's the fact that you were dishonest about that, and you're a prosecutor. So that speaks volumes to your trust. And that's the issue. But I don't think your troubles stop here. No, I think you have more because when you got on the stand and the Honorable Judge Joe Brown brought this out, you began talking a little bit too much. He actually said this day was going to come, and he was right on the money, as well as they call him the pit bull Stephen Sadal, who is still on your heels, Madam Fani Willis. So this is going to be transferred to the prosecuting counsel and a statement made by Fani Willis. I'm sure she is steaming right now, but this is what you get when you are dishonest and you allow your ego to take over. It's an old adage, but it is so, so very true. What is done in the dark will surely come to light. And to those Fulton fools that I refer to often, a couple of people here on YouTube, one who said, "That's my shero." That's your shero because you exhibit the same, I'll just say, behaviors when it comes to presenting yourself as a ethical, moral woman. And to the other fool who like to speak about running Fulton County, you don't run your household. So how in the world can you sit there and say you run nothing but your mouth? But again, as I've said, and I'm just sitting back like Birdman, just rubbing my hands because, as I've said, I've forgiven, but I haven't forgotten. Not one thing, and I don't have to do anything. The exposure is coming one by one. One by one. And the funny thing is, it's other people doing it. There's one. Oh yes, there's another one that your day is coming too. And again, it's being done by people all around you, and you don't even realize it yet. So again, people have their own belief systems. I have mine. And again, what's done in the dark will surely come to light. I am not perfect by no means, absolutely not. And I've said this many, many times. However, I do not go out intentionally to seek to harm or hurt anyone in any way. Let this be a lesson to you. It doesn't matter what position you may find yourself in, things have a way of coming back. And I've always said this, it may not be right away. Things do take time. I said this once before, and someone poo pooed on it. Well, some of you, your eyes are beginning to open and see it may take years for things to come back, but they do. And this is an example right here. My prediction for the future of Fani Willis. She may be the target of disbarment. Will that happen? I don't know, but I'm sure that's next, as well as more investigations into use of funds and other things that I'll keep to myself. So that is the news today. Breaking news. Well, at least 2 or 3 hours worth of time has passed since it came across my desk. Fani Willis is out, and President Trump stated When asked by reporters about the decision, that he thought it was a great decision. Yeah, he didn't have too much to say, but I'm sure he is relishing in this victory, so to speak. Your thoughts on the future of Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis amid this latest loss? Thank you for tuning in, and as always, please be safe, be well, and you know the rest. Be healthier. Until next video, bye bye for now.